I'm Managing Editor Kim Schmidt. Welcome to On the Record. Here's a look at what's currently impacting the ag equipment industry. It's no secret that 2015 was a tough year for large ag equipment sales, marked by meaningful declines in demand. In Baird Equity Research's 2016 outlook, analyst Mig Dobre says further pressure in large ag is expected in 2016. What may come as a surprise, though, is combines appear to be in the best shape, according to Dobre, as 2016 will mark the lowest level of combine retail sales in the group's available data set. He says in conjunction with nearly record low combine retail sales, the seasonal peak in inventories in August was in line with the lows reached in 2003 and 2008. This suggests that potential for additional combine inventory destocking is limited. He adds, following what is expected to be a 25 to 30% decline in large ag equipment demand in 2016, four-wheel drive and combine retail sales will be at levels consistent with or below prior bottoms. While this suggests there's little likelihood for further meaningful downside in large ag equipment into 2017, the age of the existing fleet remains a potential headwind preventing a quick and meaningful recovery. In addition, commentary from a variety of sources suggests that used equipment levels continue to remain high, particularly when it comes to late model equipment. Dealers on the move this week include Seidenstricker, Implement, Huber Inc., and Livingston Machinery Company. John Deere dealer Seidenstricker bought the John Deere portion of Schweisguth Brothers in Dutzow, Missouri, effective February 1st. Schweisguth will continue to operate its Kubota dealership in Union. Huber Inc., a Case IH dealer with 9 stores in Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, has moved its dealership in McAllisterville, Pennsylvania, to a larger facility in Mifflintown, Pennsylvania. AGCO dealer Livingston Machinery, based in Chickasha, Oklahoma, acquired the ag division of Warren Cat and will be opening a new location in Dalhart, Texas on February 1st. With the acquisition, Livingston Machinery will expand its product line to feature Challenger and AgChem equipment. Now over to Jack Zemlicka for the report from the Technology Corner.
Thanks, Kim. As technology continues to become more integrated into agricultural operations, a debatable question is at what point precision farming simply becomes farming. Adoption of tools such as AutoSteer and GPS are widespread, according to Ohio State ag engineer John Fulton. He estimates that about 70% of all farming acres in the U.S. are touched by some form of precision agriculture. But today's technology is only as good as the information it collects, and ultimately, how it's used to make better on-farm decisions. This is a work in progress, and Fulton estimates that only about 15% of U.S. farms utilize prescriptive farming practices, which include working with third-party service providers for data management and analysis. While this percentage is on the rise, Fulton notes that continued growth will depend in part on farmers and their service providers' commitment to a systematic approach and evolution to digital agriculture.
Long term, I think that most growers are not going to do all their data management in-house, and we're going to see 95+% of them kind of go out and get someone to do some of that, all that management for them as it relates to data. So that's kind of how we framed, that's kind of how I see. We're very young in the digital agriculture, but I don't see we're turning around. We're really going to see more data-driven decisions. We're going to see that kind of thing grow, and it's going to be important to really manage costs and ultimately profitability.
In Ohio, Fulton says some of the most progressive farms are working with at least 3 different service providers for specific precision needs. In the future, he suggests that farmers may work with up to 10 different companies as part of a digital farming strategy. Back to you, Kim.
Thanks, Jack. Consolidation among short-line manufacturers continues. First, Bestway was acquired by a private investor group earlier this month. Now, ET Works, the manufacturer of Apache sprayers, has agreed to a buyout by Excel Industries of France. Excel is the parent group of Hardy, Berthaud, and Technoma sprayers. ET Works will continue to do business with its current management under the Equipment Technologies and Apache names, and maintain its headquarters in Mooresville, Indiana. We caught up with Matt Hayes, CEO of Equipment Technologies, to find out what advantages he sees with the new parent company.
In terms of more strategic opportunities, first and foremost, they really appreciate the asset. They want to continue to nurture what we're doing, and they're gonna fee it by way of additional investment, so we can keep those opportunities going in North America. But when you look at the rest of the world, they have a strong presence in many markets in which Apache already has some customers and some goodwill, say most notably Ukraine and Russia. So markets where we already know our sprayer fits, the market very well, but we haven't had a priority to really pursue international distribution, and they bring kind of an already built international distribution network in those markets. So I think it'll mean really good things for us from an export standpoint as well.
Members of the Ohio-Michigan Equipment Dealers Association and the Mid-America Equipment Retailers Association voted to merge, forming the United Equipment Dealers Association, effective January 1st. We spoke with Kim Rominger, CEO and Executive Vice President of UEDA, about what led to the merger and how it will benefit members. With the consolidation of dealers and a number of members having stores across multiple state lines, Rominger says it was simply time to merge associations. Creating one unified association allows dealers to join one common group across all locations, rather than having stores in different states joining different associations. He says the merger will also provide a bigger pool of experienced leadership for the association. And now from the Implement and Tractor archives. After University of Illinois researcher George McGibbon built possibly the first no-till planter in the U.S. in 1955, Herndon, Kentucky farmer Harry Young rigged his 2-row Allis-Chalmers no-till planter to no-till 7/10 of an acre of corn in 1962. This inspired Allis-Chalmers to begin mass-producing the no-till planter soon after, which was widely considered the best of its kind during the 1970s. The planter had 3 toolbars. The first was equipped with no-till coulters, the second carried the fertilizer boxes, and the planter units were attached to the third. The planter prepared a narrow seedbed in stubble or sod and eliminated the need for plowing and disking. In 1993, the Allis-Chalmers no-till planter was recognized by the Equipment Manufacturers Institute as one of the 100 most important developments in agriculture. As always, we welcome your feedback. You can send questions or comments to kschmidt@lessitermedia.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.